Like every day that even when random stuff that I haven't expected happens, I'm able to like read it like a just like a book, way more now, which is a nice feeling. Um, yeah.
Ever since you started using your model, right?
Ever since yeah, well, I mean, it's all, yeah, I've just been learning my model and like more and more as well. Like I've been like refining it more and more, and just seeing how it interacts with the chart more and more. And
That's usually what I keep saying. Like, people, if they find their edge,
Like me.
uh, like Alexa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know, we know.
And
If they find their edge, that's when things start going a little bit smoother. Um, but you have to trust it, trust yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because the problem
definitely.
is that your edge will not work every single time, and you have to trust that, statistically it'll be okay.
Hmm.
Because if you start flipping and start changing either the edge or the strategy or whatever, it'll just
Hmm.
take a
Hmm.
long time.
break even.
Break even.
I started to
As I was saying this, he was like, break even, fuck. Perfect.
I've started to see the implications of how I trade is like, and this is why I wanted to come up with this approach to the market, was that I wanted to be able to read it and see what was happening and not just be limited to being a glorified robot, with one model that if it fits, it fits, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Um, I wanted to like actually be able to like read the chart clearly, in almost any state that it's in. And I've had a lot of like confirmations of that I'm able to do that in recent memory. One was that video that I sent you, and another is
Sorry,
being able
which one?
to navigate. Oh, the fuck! The only video that I sent you.
Oh, you're talking about your analysis?
Yeah, the one where I was live. No, the one
Yeah,
where I was trading live.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. The one that I still didn't see.
sure, that one. Yeah,
I'm
that was
sorry.
an example of my model being something that's actually like not just applicable in a vacuum, and like it can be used in continuations or reversals, even nested within structure,
Yeah,
which was really nice, and getting that confirmation down to the second where it's like, okay, this happens, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this is its last chance, there we go, like that
yeah.
kind of like procedural understanding of the market was what I wanted to develop. And the other one was US. So my model doesn't show up in US internally at all. A lot of the time, it kind of started flipping it on its
Even
head.
even after
Like
the
it
range?
sometimes it doesn't. Even sometimes it doesn't. Like for the whole for the whole session, it can not give me the vectors into liquidity that I so desire. But
So sorry.
um, it can what I saw is that if I go out to the 15 minute or the 30 minute, it'll have done my prerequisite on the large scale, and
Hmm.
then when I follow internal liquidity grabs into, let's say, a vector that into the same block,
Yeah.
and I just follow money flow, I can just easily hop on large continuations, and they wouldn't even be continuations because they're like 1 minute entries. So all I'm doing is like, it's just the scale is way bigger. Like, like it doesn't on the UK session, my model will show up on the 1 minute all the time, right? But with the US, my candle based model, the vector model coming into a block, and the money flow and everything can show up on the 30 minute, and then I can be looking underneath the 30 minute for my entry, and it won't show in its obvious form. But the thing is, it's already happened. It's already happened on the 30 minute, and all you're looking then for is liquidity grabs into valid blocks. Um, in a way that like you would be able to just trade, but like you don't use vectors in necessarily the same way. Um, but yeah, I guess I just was able to adapt it to the different environment a bit more, which was nice.
Do you think have you checked um have you checked maybe like, for example, what I usually do for New York is focus on targeting liquidities, right? Have you checked
Hmm.
if the levels that are created in your model aren't just very simply just targeted during New
Um,
York, I mean? Because that's
well,
what
like
I,
after the open.
yeah, because usually that's what I do. That's how I get my trades, you know?
Hmm.
So
It's
maybe,
very possible. Like I guess like I don't know. I use the vectors as a very important reference. I don't always get just in on grabs in the same way that like they
yeah,
end up being the same. They end up being the same thing a lot
the
of the time.
logic is
But
the same, yeah.
yeah, like um, I don't even know if there's even much difference. But it's just the way that I read the chart. Because when there isn't a vector present, to me, normally the probability um, of the trade being like on a large enough scale that it's going to give me the or to or that I wanted
Hmm.
is lessened because of the nature of the vector. Um,
Oh man.
like a blue vector is filling like heavy orders in comparison to like a random normal candle that just kind of grabs some liquidity and moves down. So I'll skip out on that normal candle and I'll wait for the vector swipe, um, and that'll normally give me the trade that I was looking for. Yeah, it's just kind of a temperament thing. But
Okay.
it was difficult in US because they weren't there, like they weren't showing up until I zoomed out and I was like, oh, so because of my mitigation of red of let's say I'm shorting, there's a green vector, it closed 50% down, but it was a red vector. I have to wait for that red vector to be filled and mitigated, and then a normal candle close below the 50% of the green vector in order for me to be sure that the move is over. So what I was looking at was on a lower time frame, there was no green vectors, and I was like, "Where's my green vector? I want a short. Where's
Yeah.
the green vector?" But the thing is, price was just inside the green vector on a higher time frame, and the second that lower candle closes below the 50% happened to that vector that I wasn't able to see, then my model was actually there. It just wasn't displayed in the way that I normally was able to see it, which
Okay.
took me kind of a while to realize. And it led to me taking that huge short on Friday,
Yeah.
um,
That was a banger, bro.
which was really nice.
That was a banger.
Fucking massive.
Um, take a look at this. Let me stream for Discord. Oops, cancelled it.
And I went back on the push up, and I don't even know why I tried to short it. It was so dumb. It was like, I was like so angry at myself for doing something that I have like why like I don't remember the last time that I tried to long a knife or short a knife like ever. Like that was I felt so
Long a
dumb.
knife or short a knife?
Like yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um yeah, and even in my fucking my video that I made, I was like, if Price does this, I'm going to wait. And then I was like, why
And
did
you
you wait?
didn't.
Like I have to
Yeah.
listen. I have
I've
to
done that
like
so many times, man.
listen to
So many
myself.
times.
Like
Look at this, bro. Look at this on Bitcoin. This is kind of sick when this happened so clean. This was previous Monday. We
hmm.
created this gap. I gapped down a little bit more. This was fucked up. Not taking this was fucked up. But we came back to that gap, came back to another gap, and now we're stuck. We're stuck inside of this. Let me just mark all of this area and go to the ETH. But that was beautiful.
Would you short it?
Damn, fuck, we're still in it. Uh, I don't know. I hate Bitcoin right now. because it's
Someone is
doing.
holding 500 Bitcoin at this level. That's why it's not pumping, but it's gonna fail soon. That's why it's.
Yeah, words of
Bro,
a prophet.
Yeah, man. Can I'm so glad that I just stopped. Like, I'm
I
so
am
happy that
doing
I
my
stopped.
part, analyzing it for the guys. But yeah,
That's fair. Yeah.
like I'm helping. But yeah, this section sucks, man. This section really sucks. Because the problem is that we have a small gap right up here, I think. Let me recheck. Oh, we don't? No, wait, this is the part I was looking at. Forget it. I keep, I never remember that if I change from RTH to ETH, it leaves, gets me out of the replay.
Wow!
Alright.
Look at this.
It's here. Let me see if this was tapped. Oh, it was!
Oh, the gap. That's tiny gap, bro. That's crazy.
I know, but what I mean is, that's the only target that I had, and now it's done. So it's like I have no bias now, which makes it even worse.
Bias is to go up.
Yeah, I just have to trust you, right?
I've been into this longer than you.
Sorry, sir.
It's London, since this one is London.
Exactly. Since this session, I have more experience than you.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, one sec.
Because I overslept. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know, man. I hate this.
London, Monday, London. No, no
And I also
better
hate that
combination.
TradingView now has a bug. If I mark things out with BADJ, when I come back the next day, things are out of place. Like these equal highs, they are not in place on BADJ or off BADJ. Good job, TradingView. Thank you very much. It makes my whole chart useless.
Bro, the whole fucking hour shift is like fucking annoying with my timing models. Like, cause okay,
How
actually,
are you gonna do that? It
I'm
just like
fucking
move
fucking.
things left?
I gotta like really work it out because the thing is like, so I'm not gonna do it until US moves its hour back because that's just gonna be like if I try and accustom like the UK's hour and then US moves, it's whatever. But I noticed, right, Andre, my model
What was
always
that?
had this random. My model always had this random happening. That at 8 o'clock, an hour before the normal Brinks time that I have marked, it could just reverse. And I was like, why does it sometimes not go with the model and sometimes it does? That is actually where the US can open under certain circumstances with the timing difference,
Okay.
right? So when UK is like an hour ahead or an hour before, sometimes my normal reversal area for getting out of my precedent idea is actually lines up with that area the gold area that I've marked, which is an hour before my normal reversal. So maybe it's something to do with the algorithms that some of them still operate on the same thing, that it can take over at that time, because I haven't ever seen any other behavior outside of that time be a complete wild card. Like it can just decide it's not playing by the rules at that time. And it's like, this seems like a US thing, but it's like 2.5 hours before US opens. I think it might have to do with the fact that UK was on daylight savings, when maybe part of America wasn't or something. But yeah, I thought it was a really interesting like crossover that the time that my timing models end up breaking is actually can be an official, or not an official, but a US time, like a US is now in the building kind of time, you know.
Yeah. Well, that makes
I
sense.
have to wait. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I just have to see now if
Let me
if
check if
when
this is the problem. Like,
when New York opens.
I am on RTH, BADJ on. If I change to ETH, does it fuck things up? I don't think so. Well, this gap's
What?
alright, I think.
That gap down there?
Uh,
What's wrong with it?
it's it's annoying because actually, let me save, close it, open it up again. Let me see if it saves it properly.
Bro, that fucking long that I was in, the one that I exited early, that I messaged you, if I kept that, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with myself, I wouldn't have held it as long as it went, but my god, it could have been such a beautiful trade. And I just clicked the wrong fucking button, and I was like, I was kicking myself, man. I was kicking myself.
Seems okay.
Oh, I thought you got my break even again.
Maybe I'm just doing something wrong and I'm not aware.
Shit, break even. Fuck me. Fuck me.
When do you move to break even, Alexa?
Too soon.
Immediately. As soon. No, don't say that shit. And I moved break even if I don't have structure. So let's say I'm longing somewhere and I don't see a nodal block formed yet. I move to break even. But if I'm in a trend, which I was right now, and I was not scared shitless,
It can still go, bro.
I move, when it doesn't make sense for it to come back to my entry. But usually when I don't have a structure point, where it's like in thin air, like break even immediately. I've made.
Why do you open a trade in thin air?
I don't open in mid-air, you know my strategy. I mean, this one was on the other block, so that's...
So you have to expect that the order block can be tested, bro. Like, you know.
Yeah, you want your invalidation to be below an order block that has led to a significant change, and that just it also means like waiting more, because man, the amount of fees you'll pay if you keep hitting break even over and over, like it won't be.
It's funded, so whatever.
Yeah, it's funded, yeah.
No, wait, you're doing on KSX as well, right?
No. Fuck
MXC?
No, not fuck MXC. I'm not trading on my personal account. It
still pays fees on a funded account. Like it eats into your profits. Like
no, it doesn't. I make $1 on every break even. Make, not lose. Make.
including fees and commissions.
Fees. Yeah.
In that case, it's not really a break even.
Yeah.
It's break even ish.
Every day I at least get $10 from break evens. Like full trading day, I get $10 from break evens.
What platform are you using?
Match Trader with Equity Edge. And
It's Equity Edge.
that doesn't count with the profits I make. So I make normal profits, but I would, massive gains and plus $10. It's just
That's fair. Yeah, I can't really do like on the dot break even.
To be honest, price seems stuck.
The amount of fees, that I pay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be, if I use any other platform, I wouldn't be able, but I don't know which platform to use. Okay. Okay, it went down, that's what I said, okay.
Price on Bitcoin, I hate it. Fuck this, man. Fuck this.
Duna. Don't look. Look away. Look look at something else. Your mental health is important. Look away, bro.
Look away.
It's like making equal highs were a very stupid. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's London, brother, and it's Monday.
On the Exo, someone is holding with 600. With 600 Bitcoin is holding at that point. It's like not going through it. I mean, it's gonna go eventually through it, but man, 600 Bitcoin, it's like $40 million there.
Look, Asia was great. Asia with
I
this
don't get why
previous
the,
day
like
view up touch was great.
I
But
don't get buy walls and sell walls, man. They make no sense to me because it's like it's liquidity. Like market maker wants that money. Why would he stop? Like why would he not fucking just like take it? I mean, I don't get the like
I
oh
make
just
sense
sell
out of
wall.
them. I make sense out of them if there's another in between. Like get liquidity from one and stop at a previous one than that. Like imagine there's a sell wall
Yeah,
from
what
yesterday,
is it called, sell wall?
and you take it, but you stop at something that happened Friday, for example. You know, understand what I mean?
Mm. It's not
Because it,
really a wall then. It's just they're just orders sitting there waiting to be taken. Like
yeah,
so, but when people say a wall, it's like oh, it's not getting past that area because there's a wall there. It's like what the fuck do you mean? Like there's
yeah,
orders there. Like
they will learn about it. Don't worry. When they lose too much, eventually they'll learn about it.
if the only reason that price wouldn't break it instantly is that market maker's way greedier than you think he is, and he wants to let more people think that it's going to go down, so that when he does push it up there, the amount of orders that are filled are bigger.
Yeah. There's no levels,
Just
brother.
inducement.
I think I need Bitcoin to just work it out throughout the day, because Asia tapped into a previous day view up. That was, you know, perfect. But to be fair, it was a view up from Sunday, so I don't even know if that means a lot. Friday was great. This
Sunday
push up
view app
was
does
nice.
sound like
Sounds fucking stupid. So I think it's a liquidity game now. We have some highs here. I would maybe look for a trade after that. Gets taken, I mean. Look
I
for
don't even like that
shorts.
pull though. Like for a short, like that one. I I don't know, man.
Yeah, the idea is it's the first one of two highs, and then you have
Yeah,
this ugly structure there. Um, it's
that structure.
it's interesting to set the alert here because you
But
know
that's where I would. That's
I
where I mean, I'd still
might be
actually look
busy.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is like might be busy, might be doing something else. While you do and don't come to the computer, it gives you
Huh.
time to like, you know, maybe it creates something that you like.
Mhm.
But if that's what you were
You could
thinking,
get scalps off that,
I
man.
wouldn't
Like
probably
the
take a
like
trade off of this being taken.
I've seen Price do that though. Like if that's the only pull that actually has like structural significance to do with, and it, you know, like if that first high gets broken, I'm waiting like a
Yeah,
while. But
like
they do things where they tap that first high
just
and then
one. Yeah, yeah, I know.
yeah, and then you get a scalp and then you can take some nice internal
And
structure.
and
Like you can get some nice pullbacks.
I can see that happening just for recovering this vector,
Yeah.
just for recovering
Yeah.
this area, and maybe stopping here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then break them, something like that.
Because to be fair, all of this seems very grabbable.
Asia does, or NQ does that during Asia all the time, and it's actually really nice for shorts, where it's like, okay, we just take a little pip of
The
the
little
lower high
thingy
there,
here that yeah,
and then
I'm
let's
good. I
yeah,
haven't
let's just cool
eaten
it down.
much today, so that I'm full. That's good.
Yeah.
Good enough. Yeah, I know what you mean. We're close to that
I mean,
one.
NQ literally just did that. Like, it's very
No?
nested pull, but yeah, right now.
This was such a nice short, bro. Okay, I can delete that
Wasn't
now.
it?
Was an NQ. I took
I
this one.
fucking got it. And then I got the bounce from the bottom. Fucking
Nice.
magic.
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 I don't know if you think about the same thing, but when I say stuff like magic, I think about Mr. Bean.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? That meme
No.
that he says magic.
Oh, that's ringing bells.
Wait, I gotta find it.
That's ringing bells. Bro, my fucking video got 16 views. Is it because of the clickbaity title?
I don't know.
I mean, it's long.
Look at chat. Good luck, Alexa. Be aware of the high that we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's taken, right?
No, it's not taken. I mean, the high is 68748.
That would be my take profit, just because I know how bullshit
They can
things
be. Yeah.
Okay, I got out. Oh, mate, 1 hour. I can't. I'm too.
Yeah.
Drop.
I mean,
To be honest, like you're taking trades at the fucking high, bro. So I know. I don't know.
a one RR at like a breakout level is fine. I'm someone who really likes taking 1.5 RRs or 2 RRs, but it's because I take them into a bigger trade.
Andre
Like
doesn't
I scalp.
understand my trading strategy. I take everything. I take 1 hour trades and I take 10 hour trades. I don't. It's for me. It's either.
I don't think that's very hard for Andre to understand.
No, but it is.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm taking everything. Why? Because I get break evens. I always get break evens. What can I do? That's the
King of break evens. King of break evens.
Bro, you keep getting break evens because you're taking trades off the fucking top. Like, what are you expecting? A bull run?
I've taken moves from bottoms, and man, I've passed challenges with that, you know. So,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why not focus on those and
no, I've taken shorts.
Remove a lot of stress from your life.
No, I've taken shorts from the bottom. Shorts. You know?
I don't know what to say.
Okay, I like that. Okay, all right. Okay.
Oh, I know what you mean, and I am aware when we get to a certain point of interest, like let's say 15 minutes of the block for retracement, for the continuation. I always look to trade. I'm gonna trade everything. It worked. It works. Why change it? You know.
Because you're already stressing out. For example, just for one reason.
I'm always stressing out, even when I have high probability trade like A+ setup. My strategy, you know, that doesn't fail. I'm still like zoomed in. You know what I do, Andre? I zoom in and pray. And it goes,
yeah,
you know.
Praying is not a strategy.
Pass me the challenges.
I think that 1.5 to 2 RR trades are good if you are scalping them, following the market into a main trade. And I'm someone who likes doing them as well. I'm a scalper. Like I don't get break evens. I only ever take the trade if I'm really on the side of momentum and it's worth it for a 1.5. You know, so I'll scalp a short retracement into support. I'll let support develop, maybe long that for a 1.5 into an imbalance, then wait for that short to play out again into deeper support, and then go for the big main trade that I was eyeing up. It keeps me in tune with the market as it changes, and like so I'm riding ideas, and normally my invalidations for those ideas actually end up invalidating my bigger trade. So I like doing that, but I wouldn't necessarily just long like on a huge uptrend at the very top to hope that they're going to push a bit more liquidity. At that stage, I would be out of a trade and waiting for a short, which I think is the smart thing to do.
Wise words. I think that
because you're like I understand you like scalping and you can definitely scalp, but like you're scalping in areas that are not worth the probability of the trade in my eyes, and that may be working fine for you in the limited amount of time that you've had using your strategy in different circumstances. Yeah, too much. Limited, bro. It's fucking dude. It's this limited, small amount of time. Like, yeah, completely. And you still haven't experienced it in so many different situations. And the idea of trading is not necessarily, oh, this works, this works, this works. I'm just going to keep doing it. The idea of trading is to develop something that is actually like actionable in different circumstances, and a lot of that requires patience. You know, it requires you to go, this isn't actually worth it. I could do this, but I'm probably going to get stopped out break even another 5 times, wear myself out, destroy my thinking power from a load of trades that were, you know, like not not very not very probable areas, and wait, you know, do some analysis, wait for the bigger one. I would suggest that too, you know.
Mm, yeah.
Because the thing you got to realize, Alexa, is where you're trading right now is exactly where they want you to trade. And they, you know, even though you're taking scalps up, which could be working out for you, it's not, don't focus on the fact that it's working out right now. Like, the fact that we're up here on Bitcoin, to me, is something that just because they want me to be here longing, I know that my bigger play is probably going to take a short. And if I have to wait for that bigger, better play, then I will. Because the amount of times that I've gotten caught out here is way too numerous for me to expose myself to that again. You know.
Yeah. But that's like Andrew. I mean, when I first started out, like Andrew was basically saying the same things to me. Like when everyone is longing, you should look for a short. When everyone's shorting, you should look for a long. And I try to do that. It's just not for me. Like I've lost. I can't say I lost accounts, but I've lost, let's say, or time. I mean, it's not a waste, of course, but you know, I did not succeed, you know, immediately as I maybe wished.
Well,
And
yeah. No, like.
like Andre has a deep understanding of the market, like very deep. And me as a beginner, as someone who just, you know, baby steps into this world, you know, it doesn't work for me.
No,
It
I understand.
it doesn't, you
Yeah,
know.
definitely. But I
Uh,
wouldn't dismiss it just because it didn't work out for you instantly, because I can say, like, with a lot of confidence that the view that Andre is telling you to focus on
yeah, for
is
sure.
one that over a long period of time will be a better thing to learn how to do
Yeah.
than playing
My
like
bank account
crazy induced
agrees.
breakouts.
Yeah, and I believe that so also. So it's just that, yeah,
And
at that
bro,
time,
like, dude,
at that
like,
time,
literally,
I didn't like
yeah.
about Andre. He was taking trades. He was always like, okay, after we take this high, and then I'm gonna look for a short or a long or anything. And I was always in my head like, why don't you long or short until that high? You're like wasting time for price to get to certain area, point of interest, and
Because of
by the time it
probabilities.
goes there, it doesn't even, you know,
Well,
maybe it doesn't even give his strategy.
it.
It doesn't get there even. Whether he
So
wants a
one
high
thing
or
I
he
will
don't,
say,
and the high doesn't
if
happen.
you can't define what Andre defines as a waste of time, like, you're not able to say that Andre was wasting time by waiting. Um, you may think it was a waste of time, but to Andre, it was just being patient and waiting for the higher probability setup.
Exactly.
And
It's just waiting
now,
for.
of
It's just
course, you
a
can
question of probabilities, nothing more.
you can ride the push up, but the deeper you get into that ride up and that push, the more you are giving over your control, which a lot of the time is just patience, to the market. And unless you're super disciplined with your
That
TPs,
high was just
and
signaled.
they're,
Yeah.
you know, unless you're extremely disciplined with your TPs, with scalping big moves that are based fully on gaps and imbalances, then that can end up, you know, it can end up biting you back. And a lot of the time for people, it's worth just waiting until the bigger one plays out. And you know what you were saying is true, and it's what I said earlier. Is I do also take scalps into those bigger moves. Let's say right now on the push up on Bitcoin into the short. But the thing is, I would have taken the trade way lower into support to feel happier about it. Like, when we come up to these highs and these bullish or these bearish pulls, like, I'm basically trying to load my brain with more information about the environment we're in for the short instead of hopping in on the long. and riding that small dangerous push, you know.
Yeah, but
Now,
that, yeah.
like, trading is all about adaptability, and if you're able to apply yourself in those situations, then cool. Like, you know, to a degree, if it works for you consistently, then that's fine. You can have a different trading style, but I wouldn't dismiss the idea of what Andre was saying to you about like waiting for bigger plays if you can see them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, it's all about the probability, yeah, of the trade that you're in, and it's also about discipline and being able to sit back when a trade is moving and you're not in it is a really good mental exercise. Even like it's something that will become very important for you, I think, in trading, being able to wait for that perfect setup or that better setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, dude, I hate hiccups.
Oh, Andre, what you do is
Pull your breath.
exhale all of your lungs until there is no more air left in.
Dude, the way
In
you
them.
started talking sounded like so confident from experience.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I've saved like so many people. Exhale all of the air in your lungs, and you want to take a drink of water once all of the air in your lungs is completely expelled. So take a huge drink, just drink like half a bottle of water, and then slowly start breathing in relaxed through your nose, and that will reset your diaphragm.
I can't breathe through my nose because I'm a little bit constipated.
That's not the word we use. I guess that's technically correct, but
It's not. What's the right word?
You say blocked, like, or congested.
Congested. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've heard that one. I didn't remember
Constipated is when you can't take a shit.
Oh, bro. I'm on YouTube. Fuck.
It doesn't matter as long as you breathe in after you drink the water.
Doesn't matter.
And you're
I'm on
all...
YouTube. Oh, that was golden. Jesus.
Oh no, you're recording. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I can't stream to YouTube, I don't think. I'm not able to, like, through your shared account. I don't know what's going on.
Should be able to.
I can't select it in Prism as a broadcastable account. It just gives me my personal ones.
But that is because you have to log into it, right? Through Prism.
Yeah.
Have you tried?
But like.
Oh right, you have to log in, so I have to give you the login.
Yeah, I can't. It can't be an editor account.
Okay.
I don't think. I'll try once more.
No, I'll give you the login. I have no secrets.
Yeah, it says choose your account or brand account, and it just gives me my brands and not your one.
Okay, no problem. I'll send you a DM.
We took the first high. It should have.
Man, if we sweep failed that like little bullish pull or bearish pull that we have there, like I was saying, I'll be delighted.
Try it with that login, and I should get a notification after that.
We actually could, man. Fucking money flow is like, it's there is a chance that we like, if we stop here, though. See that gap, that block is already mitigated, so like it's weak. Like it is a weak block.
Oh hell no. What happened?
Oh, we have a vector to the very top. Are they gonna equal high it? Got me watching Bitcoin now.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it, bro.
Don't do.
And I know you
What
guys
if
don't
we
give a
get
fuck.
my mom?
I know you guys don't give a fuck about it, but I got in a long on gold.
Good luck, brother.
Gold, yeah. Alright, cool.
Gold! Give us some gold!
Gold's so cool. Such a cool asset to trade.
I
Cool?
lost so much
Why is
money
it
on
cool?
gold. I lost
So
all of it
cool.
on gold.
It's so cool, Andre. Trading gold is just great.
Why is it cool?
I'm giving you shit for no reason.
Like, see, it's green so
Can't even
far.
pick up. My God, fucking non-native
Actually,
English
this is failing.
speakers.
This is actually
Fuck's
gonna
sake.
be this one high.
Can't detect fucking sarcasm from a mile away.
Constipated. Oh,
I
no.
can't breathe properly. I'm constipated.
That sounds so bad. The combination sounds so bad.
Bro, we got the green vector taking the liquidity into the block on that fucking thing. They're gonna equal high it. They're gonna fill the imbalances down below. Dude, it's my fucking model. Well, it's not my model
What
yet.
was
We
I
can get the
doing?
50% close.
Oh, right.
How much did you risk in
Give me
gold?
the
25.
50%.
Okay.
I'm gonna open a paper trade on Bitcoin if it gives me my entry.
Get that gambler surge out. I do that on my personal risk $1 when I'm not sure and I want to trade.
Oh, dude, I'm putting no money near Bitcoin ever again.
I'm not putting money near gold. Gold shit.
Fucking NQ, like on the UK, I don't get pissed off at it anymore. I just get disappointed.
That sounds like a relationship, actually, like a love relationship. Oh, you know,
Oh,
I
well, I
love
mean, at
him.
this
I
stage,
just don't
dude.
get mad now.
At this stage, yeah, at this stage it is, bro. It's like, are you doing this? All right, fucking, all right, man.
How's the trade going, Andre?
It's green.
Let's go. How much are you gonna make?
He switched the colors.
Yeah, I saw that.
I should get 88. It's not a
Nice.
great RR. Gold 28.
Yeah, it's really
10,
green.
24.
Oh, thank.
So the one thing I do appreciate about, I'm just gonna tell you, I appreciate my own fucking modeler for a second, is it can lead to you can identify SFPs,
On what?
which is, I think, with my model,
Oh yeah.
you can identify when it
Totally.
is SFPing, which I think is something that can be good, something good, because SFPs are notoriously difficult to kind of define, right? But combining combining money flow with my candle model with the vectors. I'm constipated. Yeah, I can't speak.
No, he's constipated.
I can't breathe or speak because I'm constipated.
We're living on 15 minutes.
Yeah, we definitely are. We're diving
And
nicely. We're
Yeah.
doing nicely on the 10, the 15. The highest block we have is a 15 that I like. The one that's mitigated. Now this div is leading to kind of messy money flow, but we're so nested in money flow that like there's a chance we could actually SFP this first high, as I was talking about earlier. Do we have any so-called relay blocks? Self-defined term. No, we don't.
Yeah. This is gonna be a nice short for anyone looking to short. Andre, are you shorting?
We're
this
waiting.
I'm not looking. I was writing about gold. Let me see.
thing?
I
Look
still
at
haven't gotten my
15 minutes.
confirmation. I ain't gotten my confirmation yet.
Oh, it's a TR
12
bucket.
minutes led to
Yeah, that's why I said yeah.
I don't really have all the things that I like to have.
yeah, me neither.
I don't have a green vector pushing and it getting inverted. but I do have a div.
We've made a 5-minute block that if that block leads to an internal like 1-minute change of character that I like, then I could
Yeah,
maybe
see a
catch a
5-minute block.
retracement. That 5-minute block hasn't done anything yet. You got to know that, Alexa. That block hasn't done anything yet, in my eyes. So.
Okay.
Why is my mother calling me? What do you want?
Cause she loves ya.
I know. Give me a second. I'm gonna.
Mama döne.
Mama Duna.
Ah shit.
No, I'm not very into this. I do have a div though. We do have a nice div, but it's so ugly.
Yeah, this is my strategy right now for a long, but I'm not taking it because look at that little wick. Plus it goes down. Yeah, good call not to take it. And I've seen it. So yeah, it's going down as predicted. Those little wicks don't do nothing.
I might take it, but with less risk.
Don't take it now, we're on the block. Like, now we're gonna have a reaction.
I'll move the entry a little bit higher. I need to get some medicine as well. Okay, where was I? Oh, gold. What's the number?
Yo, I have to do something. If you go to the work or something, you know, you just dip. If you don't see each other, so bye bye right now.
See you later, brother.
You bye.
2,700. Okay. I didn't post about Bitcoin. Oops. Not going to post about Bitcoin because it seems to me that it's still probable that we reach 70k. The only thing is that I'm not sure if it's a run up, if we should continue running up, but I do know that New York will probably not leave this gap alone. This is a weekend CME gap. I would be very surprised if New York leaves that alone. It's close to it, even reaching 70k. It'll be close to it. And I mean, it has touched it, but this was Asia. So maybe getting that Asia low. Weekend CME gap. That's an important level to keep in mind. Yeah, maybe I'll just post about that. Bitcoin 28. BTC. New York should not. Reassess it's with two S's, right? Right. This is also the liquidity markers that I was pointing out. I don't like this low. Should be a target. And this move up is part of the gap. Take into account that we have a lot of stacked liquidity. Okay, and BTC, Nasdaq. Oh, did I do Nasdaq? I did. Okay. So I have a bunch of markets to take a look at. That should be it for Bitcoin. Let me see how gold is doing. Testing my entry again. This looks like a simple liquidity grab move, so worth a shot. If not, I'm gonna put on, if it fails, I'm gonna put an alert here. Because this area not that much. Well, I should include the vector as well. Okay, so this area should be a support area to use for another trade. Could be a London move, New York move. I might want to move my stop to that low. Yeah. Or not, because it can still use that guy over there. Yeah, I'll keep it for now. Yeah, looking good so far. Yeah, nice. we'll see how that goes. And that's it. So let me check the others. So this next section is mostly for a community member that we have, Enigma. He's doing a bunch of stock management, and I'm trying to help out because it helps other people as well that he's connected to. So we're gonna look at a bunch of Indian markets. If that's not your thing, then I guess the stream is over for you guys. If an alert sets off, I'll take another look into Bitcoin or Nasdaq. But so far, Nasdaq, I think this guy has to go. I'm just not sure if it can do it during London. Oh wait, did I get my... Yeah, it might happen. Let me see if I can use this guy. Yeah, I'll try to use that guy. Lower position size, but this seems like a nice move. Lower position size because I'm late. If my trade was on the opening range, that would be a lot nicer. So let's risk less as it tests that block and maybe recovers this red vector. This should be good enough to reach all of this, I think. I just wouldn't be surprised if London is only able to take this, for example. It should be able to come here because it's still inside a TR pocket. Should be able to come here. At least. Best case scenario for me is going down here. Let me set the TP already. That is a nice move. And that is it. Now we wait. I have 3 trades. Nasdaq, BTC, and gold. Okay. I don't remember what I already looked at. Let me put this on a notepad. Okay, so let's start out with Nifty. Okay, Nifty did my red line. Now this low that it created has to hold. I'm gonna try and zoom in here as best I can. This move, this range over here. This is a buying section. It's already a good buy anyway. But this would be the buying section if it goes down there. Yeah, this is kind of silly what I'm saying, because all of this, all of these vectors, let's put it this way, all of this is a buying section. The stop loss has to be that low. That has to hold now because it took liquidity. Yeah, it took liquidity. Oh, wait. Okay, that was maybe too clinical of an SFP. I don't know if that's not scary. Anyway, if this low holds, my original prediction stays, which is to get to that 25,792. So let me update that. Where's Nifty? Nifty should hold this green area. Hey Raj, I was just talking about you.
Hey bro,
How are you feeling? Any better?
you left me, bro.
Yeah, have a life, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, so you are saying that Nifty is going as per your plan, huh?
Yeah, it should hold this area now and start moving up.
Man.
If you get in on a new trade, that's the stop loss as well.
Bro, how are you so fantastic?
How am I so what?
Fantastic.
Ah,
Bro, predicting Nifty like this is not a joke, man. You can make, easy 10 hour every day like this if you can do.
I have been doing okay. I'm happy. Um,
Yeah, you are doing great. This is what I mean.
yeah, thanks. I just wanna update first before going to the rest of the stocks. Let me see, bank. I just started
wanted to say bye to
looking at
you.
your
Yeah,
stuff. I just started, so you
yeah.
didn't
That's
really
great.
lose anything. Uh, I don't have.
Yeah, market is off, so I won't lose now.
Yeah, I know. For a while.
Yeah, it is
I'm looking
just a
at the wrong
matter of
one.
time. Yeah, well, you can see Bank Nifty index because the October future is about to expire in 2 days. That's
No,
it.
it's not about that. It's because of the chart. Ah,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean it will expire.
Be wary of this liquidity trend line, I said. And so it happened. God damn it, I cannot snap to that low. Okay. Oof, I don't think it took. Did it? Jesus.
You're fucked, buddy.
What the hell? That's clinical. Okay, so this was a liquidity grab. But this creates a problem because it didn't take all of it. I would be afraid now. I'm not sure if the plan stays. Let me remove these things. The problem now is that we have a new plan and it kinda sucks. Because it's too many options and I hate when it's too many options.
It's okay, bro. We can,
Yeah.
still manage everything through options.
What I can see now is that now we have this bearish block that might stop price from going up, and if it does that, it can come to my. It's still part of the plan. The idea of coming here, it just might be sooner than I thought. That's one idea. The other idea would be something like coming only for this gap that we created now, and then fuck this shit up and come here. So like the levels are still the same in terms of what is interesting. It's just the timing and the movement that might be different.
Yeah, I get it. Obviously, it's index, it can consolidate.
Yeah. But oh wait, let me mark this guy. Bank Nifty. Okay, and do you still want me to look at Kotak Bank?
No. Oh, I basically want to get Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Silver right now. And Reliance, obviously. Yeah, today we had bonus. The price is now half, and everybody have 2 stocks in
Oh!
their account. Yeah.
I was like, why is my Zoom not working?
Yeah, because we had bonus today, na, so it has got splitted.
What
There is
the
no loss
fuck,
of
bro?
anybody because now you have double the number of stocks with you, so it's still same basically.
What? How does that work?
Huh? Yeah, that is solely because in order to increase the liquidity in the stock, as I told you earlier, that you can't buy half stock or 1/4 of a stock. You have to buy one stock. India.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody now have double stocks in their account and the price is half, so they are still the same. There is no loss, no profit. Liquidity has increased, more retail participation will be there, so it is considered as positive.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the past chart had to be updated. Why is it not updated, man? In our broker, the whole chart is now updated.
Yeah,
Like the
that's what's making me. That's what makes it hard for my mind to get around it.
can you unclick that ADJ button? Maybe then it works fine.
No, still the same.
It's quite weird. It shouldn't. Because in Indian brokers it is updated. The whole history is divided by 2 now. Yeah, it's not showing that on TradingView. How about, yeah, even on futures also the TradingView is still showing the same.
The problem is that the numbers that I think of now, I don't think they apply, right?
Yeah, it's just that we have to divide them by 2 now.
Yo, Andre, you wanna know what I'm drinking right now?
What's up?
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Is it good? I never tried it.
Yeah, man. Like I get it rarely. It only sells in one shop, which is like 20 kilometers away from the city center. And my
Fuck.
girlfriend, because she got to my home and stuff. She brought it, and man, it's bussin'. I mean, it's not that good, but yeah. Eh.
That is
It's
the
not. It's
placebo effect because you rarely get it.
yeah, basically. Other than that, how's your trade going? You still in the short? We broke this 5-minute block.
Uh, yeah, I'm still in.
Oh my god, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna go now for good. Basically today was break-even day. I mean, afternoon. I'm gonna trade later when I come back from school. Anyway, good luck, and see you guys
Have a nice day,
later.
brother. Bye bye.
You too, brother. Bye.
Bro, I think we may skip Reliance until they update the chart because it will get updated too. Because
Are
after
you
the
sure
bonus,
that it'll get
yeah,
updated?
yeah, they will definitely update it. It's the history. In Indian brokers, it's already updated. A whole history will be divided by 2 and we will have a continuous chart again.
Let me just see one thing because of something that's happening on Nasdaq.
Are you bullish on Nasdaq?
Not really.
You are bearish.
Short time because we created a weekend gap.
Okay.
And I got into a short, but it got stopped at break even now. So that's why I'm checking it out. Anyway, I don't know how this applies, but I'm gonna mark it to see it in a couple of days or tomorrow. Which
Yes.
is... this is so weird.
That's life, bro.
It's also because
So
I can't even chart it, like
Yeah, trading you have fucked it up. You can't do anything now.
but I'm gonna mark this just
As
to
a gap.
see what happens.
It will
Just
get
to
filled, bro. It's Reliance. It will go up with time.
just to see what happens. And another thing that I'm gonna mark out is just this path. Because that was my original target, and I'm curious if it happens.
Your original target would be 1312
Okay.
because you had said 2625. So we can just divide it by 2.
Yeah, I understand. But I had that original target, so now I'm curious if this happens anyway. The reason why I'm expecting a reaction here, it's because of this. Let me mark it
Reaction
as well.
there. I'm scared maybe US election can take it there. That volatility.
Okay. This is interesting. Now I'm curious about it.
Yeah, it will get filled, I know, but it will take 10 years or 5 years or something like
Hey, if it
that.
happens, then it's an amazing buy, right? It's an amazing investment if it does that.
Yeah, because it's index. Index funds are the guaranteed profit in a country like India because it always go up in next 5-10 years until economy crash, which happens once in a decade.
In like 10 years, if I come back to this chart and I see it like this, I would be fucking happy.
Yeah, it will be definitely up. Even maybe more than that.
No, what I mean is being like my path. That's what I mean. Doing
Oh,
it like my path. Uh, okay, we're getting to my reaction point.
uh,
Still think it's a possible short. So we'll see.
can we check silver then now? Yeah.
Uh, it's doing my green line. Kind
Okay.
of. This is still.
It
It's
did
weird.
twice.
Yeah. Kind of a range.
Is, do you think there is a area where we can short it? Maybe.
This block was the best one. I think it might take this, but it becomes very low probability then. Like it could, for example, take this high and react somewhere in this area.
Which high 97836.
No, that's the previous weekly VWAP. Um, might also be a reaction, but I think it's too bullish if it gets there. But this this area over here could be a possibility for a short. Going too much above that it's bullish, so it shifts the perspective.
Okay.
This block was maybe the best, and if I were to get in on a trade there, a stop would be at break even and just forget about it, because it can continue to clear all of this red line, which was our initial plan.
Longs will get killed, man.
Yeah, that's why I had this green line. Because this high is nice. This high took all of this range and then dumped really hard. And let me see if we reacted to a point of control coming back up. Oh yeah, nice. It's too many lines. I don't know if you can see, but the value area low, this blue line over here, that's where we reacted to. So that's kind of like the perfect dream scenario. And so I'm not sure if this right now would be okay for a short, but I don't think so. It might still push up a little bit more.
Okay.
And something like this is a possibility, going all the way down. The problem is that I don't know if it doesn't come here. So it's like two possible ideas, but that includes like two possible stop losses being taken. So it kind of sucks. Would be better if it starts off when the market opens. If it starts off
open right
at the
now.
same place and causes a reaction here, so that it doesn't go up there. Because I think if we are to go down, I don't think I would want. I don't know. This feels less probability. But the idea would be to bring it all the way, at least to this point of control. Bring it down to 92.87, something like that.
Okay.
This chart is super confusing. Where's my Indian markets post?
So can you check ICICI Bank now?
I will, if I can find my Indian markets post. Oh, it's on premium. I forget.
Yeah. Like actually, you know, every day there is something else, a different stock which is going hot right now. Not HDFC, ICICI. HDFC is boring. I think there is no trade in it.
Sorry, IRFC?
ICICI. ICICI.
I never did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's first time I'm asking. It had a good result today, so it pumped up, and you don't know what will it do.
It had a good result. Fill the gap.
Yeah, but you know, it's one of the fraud bank. You know, these are like the market makers, you can say. This company, you know, pump and dump many small shares of India. So, you know, they are very, we don't know what to do with them. Areas are 1320.
All I see is that yes, they pumped, but they only went for a gap.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they completely recovered this vector. Yeah, oh, never mind, they didn't touch it yet. They did touch the body of it. But yeah, they just filled the gap. So I can imagine them coming for the value area low. Oh, I don't have a template for that. And from there, fill this gap and maybe come for this. That's the most obvious thing that I see. If that doesn't happen, then they will come for this. And it's funny how I'm using nothing but gaps. Okay, previous day view up as well there. Yeah, seems like a plan. Where was I? 1 hour? Maybe. I think so. Okay. I need to eat something, brother. Need to take a break.
Okay. Can
Just,
I have
just
just
gonna
5
get some
more
coffee.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be right back. 5 minutes, maybe less.
Sure.
there, bro?
Yes, bro. Obviously, I'm here only.
I have some position open in IDFC. What's
Yes,
REC?
bank. REC Limited. Yeah, the
What is
rural
this?
electric. Yeah, this is a financial company of government, and it's a fucked up company also. If you will see the
Fucked up,
weekly
why?
chart, you won't understand anything.
Oh.
Yeah, what's going on? Are they doing a fraud or are they legit? I
Well,
don't.
that is not my expertise, knowing if they're a fraud or not.
That's what I said. I had it one put option because it had a result day on this weekend, but it went up today. And I am happy that it was not a future short because that's why I got limited loss and not a full loss.
Okay.
Yes. My heart was saying that it will go to 400.
Um, 400.
Order karna. Yeah, if it had a horrible result, why not beat it? But yeah, that's speculation. That's not a trade, I will say, because you are speculating the result. And that went against you. But it's fine because the risk was calculated.
Well, the main problem is that it's not even possible to comprehend a move down. Like the company would have to go bankrupt or something.
Yeah, so is there any view in like 1 hour chart?
The weekly is
We can
useless.
on 1 hour.
On the daily, I like this. But I don't really like that. But this was a nice SFP. This is bullish. I'm hearing a very stupid song. Give me a second. Let me see if we touch this. We did, for sure. Okay, so we filled this. If it's supposed to remain bullish, it cannot come to 400. Because coming to
Yeah,
400 opens the possibility for, well,
full crash.
a big drop.
Yeah,
So,
result is good. There is no reason to go crash now.
so that being said, getting all these lows was okay. This is like the final supports of this range. Current PSA is way up there. That sucks for now. Let me see it just here. Yeah, okay. So ideally we do not want to go below this.
50 man. Which one to order? Puri paneer company.
Oh, there's an unfilled gap here. But I'm not sure if that's not super bearish as already. Do you think it from an economic perspective, does this have
No, no.
a
Actually,
logical view
actually,
into continue going up?
actually, before result, there was a possibility that it may give a very horrible result. So now the result is fine. I'm not saying it will go 400.
What if, because the result was good,
We sell at news, huh?
it does this, creates panic here,
Yeah.
and then starts moving up? Because these highs are, if this was Bitcoin, I would say these highs have to go.
Yeah, it can go up because result is good. Why can't we go up again now?
Okay, this is one idea. This would be like, I'm gonna put it in red because it's like the oh my god we're dying kind of scenario.
Just like me, huh?
Exactly.
Ah,
uh, this would be that. It's what what people call the Max Payne scenario, I think.
okay.
Um, Let me just check one thing. Since this push. Oh, look what I found.
What?
I'm gonna delete it. Are you watching?
Yeah, now I'm watching.
I said, since this push, let me see, where's the POC? Boom. Look at the red line.
Exactly at the gap.
That could be. Could be what happens. Because if we go below this low, it opens the possibility for all of this. And I don't know, man. I think that would be bearish. Very, very bearish.
The company will collapse.
There are gaps that are not filled. There's this one. There's this one. Like, I I do see targets, you know, but I think it would be incredibly. Let's say that I think that coming for these gaps would invalidate the idea of a macro bullish scenario.
True.
Like, if it comes here at this stage, it just becomes too much of a doomsday scenario. But yeah, that possibility seems fine.
Okay, so it is
Red
IDFC first bank.
OTD.
No, IDFC first bank. The fourth one. Yeah. It had a bad result, but it's like buy the news. It opened gap down and went up.
Didn't I do a chart of this already?
Oh,
No, it was HDFC, I think.
yeah. It's IDFC first bank.
Yeah. You want to bet that it stopped at a point of control?
And that will be, a betray to me. No, it didn't stop there.
It was a value area high. Good enough because it filled the gap. We are on the path to fill this one. This one is filled. There's nothing
Their
else.
profitability reduced from around 100 million to 25 million. And the stock went up. I had a call and put straddle in it. And I didn't, profit book the put option. I thought it will crash further. And it went back. And
Yeah,
I
this
got
is a very
premium
nice
decay.
reaction. I don't know if this works because I never tested it. But I think this area might serve as a support area because it was the previous gap and we completely broke through it. So any of these blocks would be buying areas. This one too. But this one is already too much, but I'm gonna mark it anyway.
Basically, on weekly chart, these are great investment levels.
From a daily perspective, this gap, as usual, this gap was a good buy. It had all of this supportive range there, which made
So,
it a really good buy. So
I wish we could have discussed it on weekend.
the thing is, if that current low that was made doesn't hold, then we go to the next one, and the next one is down here. Which obviously would be a very bearish scenario.
But that level will be a good buy.
As well, yeah. But this one already is because I don't know how bullish this bank can be, but this is a very, very good liquidity trend line.
Yeah, we can see from its chart that whenever it go bullish, it just continuously run.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's a really good low. Would be a
Yeah.
nice stop loss.
Yeah, so basically we can buy it and then put a stop loss at 60, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
It's wonderful. But yeah, if we had discussed it on weekend, I would have done profit booking timely and not to be in hope that it will crash further and further.
To be honest, it's your fault because what I'm showing you, it's are things that I already taught you how to spot them. Just have to look for the
Yeah,
gaps and use volume profiles on the ranges, and a lot of the times that works, man. It's not like super rocket science that I'm doing like 20 steps to define a level and stuff like that, you know.
yeah,
It's
you know,
pretty
but there
simple,
is
bro.
one difference. There is one difference between you and me that I have different set of emotions for Indian markets, and for you it's just a chart. And I start thinking
Any
like, hey
chart is
man,
just a
it's
chart, bro.
Reliance. Yeah, but you know, my brain works like he hates Reliance. It can't drop by there like that. How can
You have to
idea?
let go of that, I told you.
You know, your most unique prediction was like you said, Bank Nifty will go down and HDFC will go toward all-time high.
Yeah,
You know, from inside, I was like, how can this happen when Bank Nifty have a major weight of HDFC?
and it did.
But you know, remaining all the banks collapsed that day. Like, what the fuck? That was the only possible way for it to happen, and it happened. And as a Indian guy, could never predict that. I will be like, if HDFC is shooting up, Bank Nifty too will go up.
Yeah, but it's not about where you are from, who you are. It's not about where you live. It's not about if you work at the companies. It's about
Yeah,
looking
but
at the chart,
emotions
bro.
are about that.
There are no place for emotions here, bro. You have to let go of them.
Yes, bro. That's why I am in current situation. So this is the truck manufacturer of India, Ashok Leyland.
I'm having trouble finding gaps here. Ah, what the fuck is this candle? The hell?
I don't know what this is, honestly.
Oh, hello. Found it.
Oh,
And now we try to pair that with the volume profile. We go from the high to the low. Dude, I cannot make this shit up. That's a possible short right there.
oh, that's a short. So what are good investment levels? Because we don't trade it actually.
Okay.
But we have a sentiment that hey, he's a very big truck manufacturer. He have orders from army, so he should go. It shouldn't go down. Huh. So that's how we think about it.
I think it should go down here.
Okay, it's 190.
That is 190. I'm not seeing any gaps, man. Oh, here's one. Oh, okay, never mind. There are a lot of tiny ones.
Yeah,
So
going to 156 will be like a doomsday.
let me see which ones are already filled. Okay, there's one over there. These guys are too tiny. Okay, so I think at least this should be recovered. I have to name it differently. Vectors to recover. Just seems too easy. And it's at one of the interest levels of interest that I was looking into. So I have 2 points of interest. It's that value very high, and because of the gap that exists there, it's this range's point of control. So things that I see happening, a straight move down, much stronger. Getting a reaction from this liquidity grab, something like this, and obviously not holding much, and then ideally ranging here to create liquidity and supports. And if that happens, we might start coming back up. The other idea would be, well, I fucking hate this scenario because this is a big wick. When the market opens, maybe flip, but I don't know where from. But if it starts going up, I see it having difficulties going past this area and then coming here anyway. I think getting through this will be a challenge. But I think this is unlikely, man. The way it's looking. If there was to be a bullish reaction, it should have happened here. And there was a reaction, but we fell down from it anyway. So that tells me that the red line is much more probable than the orange one. Because, for example, I placed this dot here, but I have no reason to think that it's gonna stop here. There's nothing. It's just a wick, you know? There's this previous consolidation, but it was already used, so I don't even know if this orange idea makes sense, to be honest. This is a possibility. If it is to remain bullish after this. The oil and natural gas, you want the futures or the stock?
It's a stock, yeah. ONGC.
Looks like the same chart.
Yeah, that's true.
But this one has something better. Gap filled. A target gap. Loading the levels. This one is a lot easier. Let me see, where's the point of control of this? Either this or this. Both of them are bullish scenarios. It's just a matter of what gap holds, because we have two gaps. I like the green one more because it came into liquidity. This is nicer, and it opens up the possibility for a lot more bullish scenarios, because this is a very, very, very ugly high. ONGC. Let me just stop a BTC trade here.
I'm also very tired. So how is Bitcoin doing, by the way?
I'm not sure. It's London. I hate London for Bitcoin.
What do you expect, America?
I had a plan about reaching 70k.
20K?
Yeah, we're close. And it looks like it wants to go there. It's already taken a high, it's not having a very bad reaction from it, so it's kind of like, why not?
Oh, have you changed the screen, because I'm unable to see the change?
What change?
Like, have you opened Bitcoin right now?
No, sorry, I was looking at it on my second monitor. Stupid. I had the idea of coming here.
And short from there.
Maybe, yeah. It came to this, which was one of my
But are you
targets.
thinking like, is it possible that US election can cause a breakout or breakdown in big move, basically?
I don't know. I never check news.
Just election is it's not just a news, it's a election.
I know what it is, brother.
Yeah, many
I'm just
people
saying.
get fucked up
I'm
per
just
day.
saying that I never cared about it.
Okay.
Give me a second. I don't know. The idea of Trump winning should push Bitcoin up because he's pro crypto, right? But
Yeah, but you
I
know,
heard that things aren't looking too good for him, so I don't know.
No, 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 no. They are not good for him. They are only good in the gamble market, in which he is having 70% probability to win. But in the real elections, the votes are right now 48 is to 48, and the
Mhm.
remaining four are kind of, you can say, empty or pending,
Okay.
and that can do anything. It's just that the gamble market have a different probability because people are kind of one-sided. And what I know is that if I will buy Bitcoin assuming that he will win, then Kamala Harris will come, and that's my power. Can you believe it? I can change the election results just by $100.
Oh man. Ah, god damn it. Leave me alone.
Am I not very powerful?
Extremely powerful, bro. You gotta change the world.
Hello? Second floor pen. No, coming in a minute.
I think I'm just gonna do this line.
Bro, cryptos are falling now.
Mhm. Yeah, I see that. My short is still alive, so I'm okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this line for this one.
Let
Try to
me
zoom
take a
in.
photo.
Everything else doesn't seem as probable for me.
You know, once what happened that around 30 years back, there was
Yeah.
a guy, Harshad Mehta. So, you know, he convinced government officials to put the money of Coal India, IRFC, Indian Rail Vikas Finance, and such government NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, such
Okay.
government companies to put their funds in banks. And banks are allowed to invest in stock market. And he had control over the banking funds due to having big contacts. You know, he was using government funds to pump the market very, very hard. And
That's
in a
extremely
very short
illegal, right?
period, yeah, yeah, but you know, there were
Not
not
just like a
much
little
laws.
bit, more like prison type.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, many people suicided because the later market got crashed, and he had even made the index to be not just multi-bagger, but from 1,000 to 4,500.
Yeah.
And you know, the crash killed countless people, man. People went in loans, and that was the situation because then market crashed to 2,500.
Jesus.
And you know, he said to our government that if you will put my photo on your currency note, I will pay all the debt of government.
Look where this stock stopped pushing. Isn't it fabulous? It's the only gap here. It's the only
Yeah.
one. The only gap. Let me go to the weekly. So let's do 2 ranges. One since we started dropping until we broke out, which is over there. And this is like, this is a place that I think we should not come.
The banks will collapse, bro, if we go there.
It was there and didn't collapse, bro. You gotta stop thinking like that.
Basically, currently it's having a good performance. Basically, the results upcoming will
Yeah,
be
but
very horrible.
after breaking this, I wouldn't want it to come back here. So what I would want to hold is this general area. Let me make this easier. This is probably a monthly breaker, right? Let me check.
Yeah, by the way, you are right that you know, the most bottom was formed after COVID.
Okay, I wouldn't want
In-
this to break. Maybe max drop would be to here, but I would want this block to hold. Now let's do a volume profile from the bottom of the move to the top. Okay, value area high is over here. I would want that to hold. And ideally, I would not want to come here, but this would be like last resort support. So, let's say 82 is a buy, and I guess the idea would be to make all-time highs.
After 82.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that it has to go to 82. Let's go again to the weekly. Yeah, okay, we have a gap there. Why not?
And that's a very big thing, by the way. If it goes from 82 to all-time high, it's basically tripling.
Like this one can still work, but I think. Do you know what a breakaway gap is?
I think you told me once, but
A breakaway gap is when you have structure like this: high, low, lower high. I'm gonna put the lower low here, and then from this lower low to here, you break structure with a gap. This is probably a 3-month gap, or yeah, it's a 3-month gap.
where is gap?
On the 3-month, it's here, this area.
Oh, you mean the FVG gap?
Yeah. Yes, sorry. And here you have 2 gaps. But this move is like super impulsive. This is what we consider a breakaway gap. When this happens, you go back to what's the previous structure point, which is this one. And ideally, you don't want to go much further below than this point. And this section here, like the section that has this rectangle, that is your most important range. So you do, for example, a volume profile of that space, like this range, and all of this. This is an area that you don't want to break. That is why I'm including this block over here, because it's still part of it. It's a little bit lower, but it's still part of it. So the ideal scenario is that we use this, or we use this gap over here. So 82, maybe just an SFP of this. I would put an alert on this low in case it goes there. It's already a good buy, I think. But the problem is that you have to be aware that it can still drop for this block. and be valid. Dropping below this block makes the idea of a bullish run invalid. Or at least creates the idea of a range environment, like a long-term range environment.
Yeah. Consolidation.
But what the idea that it invalidates is the idea of a bullish run from here. That's what it invalidates. We're essentially now at a breaker block as well. Like what's happening, what I want to see happening from here is what is happening here. You see, like if you draw a structure like this, for example, high, low, high, low, high, then this is the latest or the last structure that you have before it breaks, right? And that is where we stopped. You understand? This is what we call a breaker, because it's a block before structure that was broken. This could have been support but failed to be support, and so it's called a breaker block, and we're reacting to that. Now if we are to be bullish, we want to positively react to something inside this area, which I know is a big area, and that is why I'm marking out this block here to try and refine it a little bit. But at the same time, this gap is already nice because we have equal lows there right now. For example, this section might be a buy. This kind of sucks because we have a lot of options, but the reality is that all of these are valid. This is valid, this block is valid, and here I wouldn't bet as much money, but it's still valid. And these guys over here would be like TP1s if you want to like secure a little bit of partial or something, but yeah. So scenarios that I can see happening. From here we struggle to get past this POC. Use this block to go up, and from here we can go for one of the gaps, come down to the ideal target that I have in mind, and continue going up. Actually, let's say that this is the better one. Let's say that this is orange, and let's say in terms of colors, and let's say that this would be the most dangerous one.
Yeah, our account would be fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. Yeah, but these yeah, that's what I. But this is an interesting chart. It's bullish. Reminds me of Bitcoin when we were at 25 and stuff like that.
25,000.
Yeah.
Did
It's
you
kind of
buy Bitcoin?
it's kind of similar because when we were at 25, we had a similar range and we had a breakaway gap on the daily. So it was kind of similar. If I write PNB, is that good enough, or do you want me to write Punjab?
No, PNB is enough, bro. It lives in our heart.
No,
And
it's
the
just
blood
because
of it has flown through our portfolio.
It's just because if you want to remember the chart, you have to look for it. So you have to remember that you have to write PNB instead of Punjab. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Obviously, we write PNB only.
This one?
Yeah, Bank of India. This is a crazy guy, which is not stopping the dump, man. We are buying it. And it just go down
Bro,
again.
the Indian markets and the gaps are a very amazing thing. Look at this. It's crazy.
It's filled, right?
Not entirely. It still has a little bit.
Huh?
The gap starts at this. Actually, the gap starts there because this is a bearish. Oh wait, the open and close are not right. I'm gonna leave it here. That might be a local time frame, a little gap or something. This is resistance.
Bro, my sir was saying that uh, if we recovers our account, you can come to India.
No thanks, brother.
We will gift you a airplane ticket and
I
kidnap.
I might go there just to meet you, but not to stay.
No, you can basically roam here around the mountains of Himalayas and go in meditation there.
Yeah, that's probably something I would do, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really wonderful, and India is famous for it.
This chart is technically bullish from here, from this low, but this
It-
but this move down is a bad signal. It should have continued going up. So this means that it lost momentum on this range.
yes, bro.
Um,
Many people have pain of it's not going up.
Wait, let me look a little bit higher time frame.
It was that high once.
Yeah,
See where we went from the top.
2011. 2011 was 473 tops.
It was doing great after Lehman Brothers crash, and it fucked up after the crash was over.
Where's the breakout of this? Is here. Wow, the POC is the same. All of this is the same as this little one.
You mean nobody bought there when it was cheap?
No, I mean that everyone is buying here. It means that a lot of people bought on these lows. And
Okay.
that's where most of the orders are. And
But
I guess this was like max panic, and when it started going up again, everyone bought here. So, let me see the monthly.
yeah, these ranges are also years long, and that's very, very frustrating. Your account is 40% down for 2 years, and then it shoots up. What the fuck? Hmm?
Let me see, what do I like
Whenever it
this.
shoots up, the candle is very, very big.
I like this. 73.51 monthly level, close to the POC. That's a number that I would not want to lose. Let me see if this low was taken. It was. Okay, cool. That's good. I would not want to lose 73. This range is extremely important, this area. I'm just gonna mark out the bodies. This level is very, very important.
That's true.
And let me see a
You know,
higher
it
monthly.
went up, na? Its results are good. It is not ruining the results, but the stock is still falling. You don't know what's happening.
Well, it's not. Yes, it's falling locally, but it is still a bullish chart. considering
That's
that it's breaking out of this range.
Any will say that hey, it's a W and it's the push 1 and it's the push 2 and push 3 is pending. Right? And she will make us count those 3 dumps.
Yeah. If you notice, the range areas are all the same. It ranged here, got support pushed, came back to here.
Wait, that push make that 3x 4x.
Well, yeah, why not? Then ranged again here, then ranged again here, resisted, ranged again here, so this should hold now. Okay, that's monthly. Let's look at lower time frames, see what we can find. Weekly candle POC. I don't have a... oh, I know it's the normal lines.
Bro, like when a shit is crashing, can we make some prediction based on some Fibonacci that how much can it crash?
Yeah, in theory. But I stopped using that once I...
Can you tell me, like in theory, how much this shit should crash? Ola Electric. This
wait.
company is selling
Let me
scooters
do
to.
one by one.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise
sure,
my
sure.
brain crashes.
My brain is, has crashed just by watching, man. The fuck? Yeah, office mate.
Okay, all efforts should be concentrated on this area, so... let me zoom in like this. We fill the gap now? Oh, I forgot to do from the high to the low. That's it.
Take a screenshot.
I'm posting all of them. You don't have to screenshot it.
Ah,
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
by the way, silver also started falling and then going up. Lol.
Okay. Let me just check my positions. Still going. Gold sometimes is so boring.
Yeah, gold is quite stable.
I'm in a long, but
Volatile.
I've been in a long for more than an hour.
Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you deserve to be bored, bro.
Next.
You're in a long position.
Yeah.
It looks like it will continue consolidating. But yeah, USA Open is all we have that can give some volatility.
Let me just check
And
my
if
phone here. Give me a second.
yes, bro. When are you coming to India?
I don't know, bro. I gotta be rich first.
Huh? Brother, but you were coming here to become a monk.
I am peaceful enough. I don't need to become a monk, bro.
Okay, well spun
How
living.
how do I pronounce this? How do you say it?
Well spun.
Well spun. Okay.
Basically, they spin the clothes. So they are doing that well. So that makes it well spun.
Okay. Let me just check some things first, like this. Okay. Volume gap. This was good. Also good. Ooh, sexy. That was a very sexy POC touch. Damn. So, because of that, that's a little bit bad. It's filling the whole range.
No, I made my friend buy it during January. And he holded it and sold when the euphoria came.
Let me mark out all of the POCs before lowering the time frame. I wouldn't want, I'm just concerned about this one because I wouldn't want to see price moving lower than this range, and it's already like past the POC, which is not a good sign.
Basically, it's not a good buyer anymore.
Exactly. No.
Yeah, not
That
sure
being
about its
said,
performance.
now let me zoom in. Let's do 2 volume profiles. Okay. The value area high sits here. Value area low, sorry. So we have the small range since this opening. This opening, it was interesting because it went down here. Yeah. One thing about volume profiles that a lot of people on YouTube do, and it's incorrect. It's like they show you a volume profile of something that is already done. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Sorry. Are you watching now?
Yeah, I'm still here.
A lot of people are like, you can do a volume profile and like you can short from here and long from here and short from here. No, that's not how it works. You have to try and see how the volume profile was before those things happened, right? And for example, on this green candle here, keep in mind that we are on the daily. If at the time you had drawn a volume profile up until that candle, meaning before that day, you would know that the point of control was here before that candle happened, right? And so this was a very nice short because it was the point of control of all of this. Now,
Yeah, sadly we can't short it. There is no FN now.
yeah, now the thing is, this range is kind of done, and you cannot just take into account this volume profile in specific because the point of control of it was already used. So it still is where a lot of volume is, but now you have to pair it with the move because this was a distribution, it's a bearish move, right? So you have to use this in conjunction with a volume profile from the absolute top to the low, which is down there. And so you have 2 places. You still have obviously the same high volume node, which obviously makes sense. But now obviously as well you would not want to come back here, right? And below that, in hopes of a continuation, you have another, like the second, this, imagine that these are like mountains. This is the biggest mountain and this is the second biggest, this area over here. So this area is another possible short, especially if we have something like a gap or a previous day VWAP, something like that. Let me see if we have a level there to give us confluence. It's loading. Okay, we have a naked AV up close to it, and a point of control up there. Now we have this previous day view up, so a long short term, like a scalp, might happen to go up a little bit. Something like this. Very possible. It's hard to read. But anyway, this area. So that can happen, and this is local. I wouldn't bet on going much further than that. Well spun. And then I'm gonna delete it now. I will post it, so don't worry about deleting the line.
Yeah.
But because this is now, well, now that I think about it, it depends. I'm gonna keep the line. Wait. Because now it would depend on what happens here. We can, yeah, no, I'll add to it. We can, for example, do this and start pushing further. And because this was already used, I would assume that the high will be taken, this high over here. And then if this happens, then all of these highs will become support, and it can continue pushing up. And I'm talking about this region. Because if this doesn't work, then what becomes probable is something like this. I posted both.
Okay.
Now, yes.
I am paralyzed. Bro,
Fucking
let's
ugly
do the
chart.
Huh?
What?
What the fuck? Oh, this is Yes Bank. Okay. Actually, its promoter had made a fraud, so the bank crashed.
Damn,
He
bro.
was, he was taking the
This
loan
looks
money
like
from people
this looks like a shit
illegally.
coin.
Yeah. It crashed literally. The government had to save it eventually for the reputation of banks, Indian banks. So it's not zero, but yeah, it's totally fucked up.
All the little gaps that were created are done, except that huge one that I marked. Okay, this is easier. This is like You draw a volume profile since this gap was created until we break out of it, which we broke out on this candle. So you draw the volume profile like this. All of this is a buying area.
Which area? 12 to 18.
Yeah, like so. All of this is a buying area. So let me see if there's a smaller gap or something to use. This is already done. There are no gaps on that area. We have this current one. I don't know if it's valid. It's an order block anyway. So this can go one of two ways, essentially. It either... Oh wait, I didn't mark out... This is old. I did this chart already. Okay, there's an unfilled gap over there. There are two, so I'm gonna mark both of them. What's the range here? Okay. So I can see one of two things. We come here, go down, and range forever.
Yeah, it can do that for years, man.
Yeah, like
It
this.
will fuck up the mind, bro. For months it will stay there, up, down, up, down, up, down.
It can also do this, similar,
And
but
making us wait, it will go down.
react here, come back to highs, and start going up eventually. But that's the two things that I see, essentially.
Yes, bro.
The idea of going up is that eventually it just changes and starts a bull run. But there has to be a trigger for that, something related to the bank to make it worthwhile again. But it's like you cannot get lower than this, you know.
Yeah.
But the red scenario, it's like you're saying, bro, if there's not a trigger, it could just continue happening. I have a Donnie on the list. I'm just gonna check it out again. Okay, nothing new.
Yeah, we are nothing. So let me come back later. I'm still sick actually since yesterday and very tired now.
No problem, bro. I just
We will
have
continue.
I
We
just
will
have two
continue
more.
together.
I just have two more, so I'm just gonna look at them and post, and you can check it out later.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank
brother.
you,
Get well
brother.
soon.
Yeah.
Get some rest, bro. This is kind of the same thing. There's nothing on this chart. We have an order block over there with a weird gap that has already been filled, but still, it's still causing reactions. I'm gonna guess that this area is going to be support resistance for a while, maybe. And then we have this area that was once support, and I don't think we should go back there. So ideally this block should hold, or this support resistance zone. Let me go lower. Birla. Oh, yeah, Birla. That is monthly, weekly. No change really. I don't see any gaps. Daily. Same thing. There's a gap there. Kind of filled. Yeah, I wouldn't want this high to be broken ever. Fucking weird song. Feel like I'm missing something here. Yeah, if it is to be bullish, this should hold. What the fuck am I listening to? Weekly close necessary above here. And finally, Hero Motor Motocorp. That's it, right? Motocorp. Yep. Obvious range down here. Let's see where that support is. From here. This is a little bit like Bitcoin. That can happen. No, this wouldn't happen like this. A drop here. What is that? Range POC? Let's see. Something like this. And hold it here from our upside. Hero. Moto Corp. Either that or going down there. A lot of POCs. Let me just see the local ones. Oh, hello, Gap. And another one. It's gonna be too big to mark. Oh, not really. Lowest is 53.50. Okay, just gonna drag it here and I'll change it back. Let's put the letters on top. Okay, because if that doesn't hold or work, that's it. And that is it. So now I just have to keep them updated, essentially. Gold is doing nicely. I'm gonna move my stop to break even. It's finally moving okay. Wouldn't want this tested once again. Stop to break even is actually nice because it's on my it's on a good low. Finally. Now it's a matter of holding as much as I can. But I think those highs should be taken. I'm gonna try to keep it there. Yeah, retrieve those vectors up there. Can't lose money anyway, so that's good. Let's see Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still ranging and it's at my entry, so I might get out. Not interested. Closing here, and Nasdaq is still going. Nothing new. Gonna keep it this way. Alright. I haven't been looking at the chat. I hope no one wrote anything. Okay, cool. 3 hours of stream. Damn, gotta stop. Tired. I got a lot of things to do. So, guys, if you need anything, come to Discord. Ask whatever you need. I'll talk to you guys later. Or on Discord. And if you need any of the updates, it's on Discord available. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Have a nice week. Trade safe. And I'll catch you guys around. See ya. Bye bye.